Today I'm going to be showing 14 mistakes in Roblox Rivals that you need to avoid making. From not using a crosshair that gives aimbot, and the mistake that people avoid to get max FPS. The first mistake 90% of players are doing is not using a custom crosshair. This will statistically improve your aim by 50%. For the best custom crosshair, do this. So you want static on, turn this off because why would you want the crosshair invisible? Turn that off, override special crosshairs and rotation both off, and have bars enabled off. You can have it on if you want this hit marker kind of crosshair. The mistake I realized later on is that this is a terrible crosshair, so I have it off. Don't worry about any of the bar settings at all, and go to dots enabled. Have that on, unless you don't want a crosshair. The dot color you want is red or yellow. I choose red because it helps see enemies up close, but if you want to see enemies further away, I'd choose yellow. That's a psychological thing I heard from an esports pro, and honestly, it's helped in every situation, so have that on red or yellow. Dot thickness 7, transparency 0, dot shape round, not sharp. You don't want a square. Outline enabled on because otherwise it looks... yeah. Color black, outline thickness 2, and transparency 0, and outline type you want it on as round as well to match the circle. That's how I got my custom crosshair. That's probably the biggest mistake, but there's so many more in here that you probably don't even know you make. Like, seriously. The second mistake is not buying a katana. Now, it sounds silly, but this is hacker prevention. My biggest mistake was not knowing how many hackers are in Rivals, and with this katana, it blocks all the shots like that. Buying this sword through keys or whatever was the biggest thing in my life just because hackers have aimbot. Katana blocks all bullets. So I'd highly recommend using this bad boy to stop people. Just use it against hackers. It's the only way to stop them until they get banned. The third mistake you're making in Rivals is not reloading correctly. You can cut out this animation by doing this one thing. So I'm fighting somebody. Reload, and at the end of that symbol, switch gun, switch back. It saves so much time. Fight him. Oh, God. Got reload. He's got reload too, but I'm faster because of that reason. See? But that was a mistake I was making, was not reloading correctly. It saves half your time, and you can win fights easily. A mistake 80% of players are doing is not maximizing their FPS. What I do mean is if you go to your settings here and scroll down, where it says graphics quality, you want to lower this. Not only does it remove the shadows, it raises your FPS, it makes you play better, and because rival maps are so small, the graphics don't change, they just get better. This wall without graphics settings, this wall with graphics settings. You can see the shadows. You understand what I mean. I guarantee you did not know that. So remember, lower your graphics quality on Rivals. The next mistake is aiming down sights. As you can see, aiming down sights just makes my aim a lot better. Only aim down sights with a sniper because otherwise you could be the GOAT. For real. This mistake is your FOV, your vision. If you go to settings, click general, and scroll all the way down to where it says field of view, that's in the middle-ish, you want your field of view to be 115 to 120. Let me explain why. On 60 FOV, I can barely see the doors on the left and right side. With 120 FOV, you can see the walls, you can see everything. FOV will make you see more things, it'll make you more comfortable, and it just looks way better, let's be real. On screen, you can see a side-by-side comparison of 60, 90, and 120. As you can see, 60, not so much. 90 is okay, but 120, you can see everything. It's personal preference, but it was a big mistake I was making to get my streak higher. They could see me, I couldn't see them. Simple. But if 120 is too strong, change it to 115, maybe even 110. That general area is all the same, but it's about you being comfortable, and that's what we want. Mistake number 7 is spending keys on anything besides weapons. Now, yes, skins are really cool. Buying finishers like this, I just spent money on it. Let's see what we get at least. See? Not worth it. The only thing keys should be spent on is weapons, because weapons win you games, wins get you keys, and skins themselves. It's my main tip and the biggest mistake people do. Buying this ain't gonna make you better. You're watching this video for mistakes. I'm telling you now, if you want crazy weapons like a sniper or this katana to stop cheaters, spend keys on only weapons, please. I love skins and charms, but you can get them on contracts. Please take that into account and don't make that mistake. Another mistake is not adjusting your settings correctly. Most people go into games without even changing their settings. I done this mistake until yesterday. Don't think you're alone. Go to your settings, go to general. You want to scroll down to where it says camera shake and you want that off. You don't want your camera shaking. And adjust the settings to your liking. Don't get used to them. So if you don't want auto sprint off, turn it off, man. If you don't want auto jump, turn it off. These are small little things that make a massive difference. It's like the domino effect. One small change will knock the domino and it will equal good results. For the 9th mistake, it's not recovering your streak. Don't. I get it's addicting to keep up with everybody on the leaderboard. And it makes no sense to recover your win streak because every time you press recover, the cost will go up and up and up. The only way you should ever recover is if you're on the leaderboard already. I promise you, do not recover. Save your keys for guns. Practice and grind. Please, 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 please. Another mistake is using the grenades wrong. Yes, you can throw them to kill somebody, but most people use them to fly. And people do that wrong. The way you're meant to use the grenade is by holding it down until that circle grows big. When the circle gets bigger, that's when you should jump. I'll put it in slow motion for you. As you can see, the circle is growing bigger. That's when you jump. See that? You let go as soon as you see it expand. For this next tip is don't panic. Remember, from the other tip, we don't care about our streak anymore. We're just here to practice and get better. You don't know how many times I've played a competitive game. Racing, shooters, tournaments. I panicked, I struggle. Even though I can play well, I don't. So please, after you watch this video, go into a game, relax like this. It's free too. This guy's gonna win. I might win. Who cares? I just want to practice my aim. I want to get better. He's here. Slide. Practice. Move. Slide. Practice. I won. Zen. It's not an actual tip you can just do, but the best players are calm. The next mistake is when you're playing a game, you're not doing one certain thing. I'm jumping and I'm running. Oh no, I can't move. Ah! Me die. I made a mistake there. If you can spot it, well done. And that is slide jumping. I wasn't doing proper movement, which led to me losing. If you're trying to get better at the game, you need good movement. And as you can see, this guy cannot track my movement, and I'm going fast, and I got the kill. If you don't know how to slide jump, listen. What you want to do is not jump, then slide. You want to slide, then jump. That's why it's called slide jumping, I believe. Maybe not. Slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump. Not jump, slide, then jump. And do it at the end of your slide. So slide, and near the end, jump. And it will create this momentum where you can keep moving and keep sliding, where they can't shoot you. You see? This guy's struggling. It's match point. Can I get a comeback through slide jumping? Let's see. Slide jump.
First blood.
I'm up in this. Slide jump. Slide jump.
Wicked sick.
Bro, still pay to win though. Okay, buddy. This guy's panicking. He's being rude. And that's why I'm 4-4. Slide jump away. Slide jumping, not panicking. I'm fine. Please don't make those mistakes like I did. For the next mistake, it will save your streak if you're playing with friends. So click on Rivals and create a private server. It's free, and if you play on a private server, it does not affect your streak at all. This means you can practice, have fun, play with your friends, do tournaments. Do not make the mistake of doing it in a public lobby. If you want to play with your friends, do it in a private server. You won't mess up your streak, and you won't mess up anything else. That's a quick, simple mistake. Now, before I say the biggest mistake in Rivals that will get you to the top, if you want a bundle to play better, make sure to hit subscribe and comment which bundle you want, and I'm going to be giving one of you a bundle. Now, the biggest mistake is not knowing map tricks. To win every fight on every map. To have good hiding spots to draw the games if you're losing. To know secret peaks on every map. Click the video on the screen here to see that. Good luck.